Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back here on the show to do my second recap. The second conference championship game I wanted to recap here today is the Missouri Valley Tournament Championship. Number 2 seeded Drake beating number 1 seeded Indiana State, 84-80 reaction. Jesus Christ, what a hell of a basketball game we had here. Drake had a big lead in this game at halftime, 45-32. They were nailing their threes in the first half. Indiana State wasn't. They were kind of, cold from three. Drake was nailing their threes. But then in that second half, they were up by 16 early in the second half, I think. But Indiana State went on a big run at one point and cut this I think it had it to a tie game. So Indiana State put up a hell of a fight. They didn't just lay down and just give up. They gave Drake a run for their money. They gave them a run for their money. And they even come back to hit a three, I believe it was to tie the game at 72 in the second half with 4:08 left and got fouled. But then ultimately Drake didn't pull back away, but done just enough to go down the stretch to win this basketball game. But Indiana State, they played hard, man. They could have just laid down, gave up, and got blown out when they were down by 16. But they made a good effort in the second half to even, I think it was either tie the game at 72-72 or take the lead 73-72. But Jason Kent was great for Indiana State. He had 22 points, 9 rebounds, 9 of 10 shooting. He missed only one shot in this basketball game. Jason Kent, I thought, was their best player on the floor. Robbie Avila, 15 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. I'm getting a lot of attention. He's been playing great this year. Ryan Conwell, 13 points, 7 rebounds. Julian Larry, 10 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Isaiah Swope, 19 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Really, they really don't use a bench. They kind of just have a starting lineup, I believe, with Swope, Kent, Larry, Conwell, and Avila. And Bledson will get some minutes off the bench, and Jake Wolf, but it's mostly their starters. They get a lot of the minutes. And the case stat, really from the first half, at least, to me, was Drake was 7 of 11 from 3. Indiana State was just 3 of 14. And the Sycamores really hadn't been outscored from 3 once in the last 22 games. But Drake outscored in the first half, and Indiana State started to get rolling on offense in the second half, and their defense started to tighten up. But ultimately, Drake was just more clutchy on the stretch. But I think these are 2 tournament teams. I know Drake's officially clinched their bid winning this tournament, but Indiana State is, at least in my opinion, a tournament team. I don't see how you can put a team, say, like Virginia or Villanova over them. Indiana State's just a better team than those 2. That's just my opinion, though. But 84-80, what a hell of a freaking game. I enjoyed every minute of that game. It's what makes this time of the year so special with the conference tournaments and then the big tournament, the NCAA tournament. You got teams trying to punch their way into the tournament, season on the line. 2 tournament teams. Indiana State should still be in. They play a hell of a game. They were down 16, but with 6:45 to play, they cut it to 6, and Isaiah Swite finally got going, and then they were down 16 with 8 minutes left, and with 8 minutes and 30 seconds and 4:08, they tied it. These are just two NCAA tournament teams going at it. There was a big moment in this game when, including Indiana State, when everyone was expecting Tucker DeVries, I think Drake's best player, to go to work. He fired it to Connor Enright for the go-ahead 3 in that thrilling game. Huge 3 by Connor Enright. And Drake, they could easily make a Cinderella Sweet 16 run. Indiana State is a top 30 net. Barring a magical Cinderella run, they deserve to be in. They're an at-large team, at least to me. I don't see how you can say that neither of these. How you can say, oh, Indiana State isn't a tournament team. Drake's clinched their bid, but Indiana State should get an at-large bid. But yeah, Isaiah Swope started to get going in the second half, and Jason Kent's the one who's really kept him in it. 9 out of 10, but then Swope got going, and Vela can never really get going. Some of the shots he took kind of looked flat, probably tired. As for Drake, Tucker DeVries was great. 27 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. The Drake Bulldogs have been really an underrated team all season. And also Tucker DeVries won back-to-back MVC tournament MVP. Daryl Brody had 4 of his 17 in the last 67 seconds. And despite blowing the 18-point lead, you gotta give Drake credit. They played great. Tucker DeVries is an excellent player. He averaged 21, 6, and 5 in this tournament with 62% true shooting. And back-to-back tournaments they've won. And Tucker DeVries has an NBA wing written all over him. Darnell Brody, 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 points in the last 67 seconds. Aiton Wright, 17 points, 3 rebounds. Colby Garland, 7 points. Overton, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Really couldn't get going this game for Drake. Enright, 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Probably the biggest shot of the game to give Drake the 3-point lead with about a minute left. Tucker DeVries really carried him throughout the game. He had some other contributions from Wright, Brody, but then Enright with that big 3 to send really give Drake all the momentum back. But a great basketball game. 2 great games today with the A-Sun Championship with Austin Peay and Stetson, and then the Drake Indiana State game here in the Missouri Valley Tournament Championship. So many good conference tournaments going on. But yeah, it's really off to say here. Drake deserves it. And hopefully Indiana State makes a tournament too, but we'll see. But until next time, I Peace.